Okay, we are beginning. And let me introduce myself. My name is Marva. I'm an online marketer, an affiliate marketer with a very great training company that has trained me over the years and offered me so much support. But I'm not here today to talk about my company. I'm here to talk about you. And how can I help you? Well, today I would like to introduce to you and help you to understand how to get started with and build yourself to a place where you will turn around and become the trainee. You may have or may not have heard of this awesome tool, strategy, call it whatever you want, called ManyChat. I am so in love with this technique that I can hardly sleep at night. I am up constantly thinking of new ways that I can talk to my people, and they do respond. ManyChat is taking over from email marketing because for too long I have sat and watched emails by the hundreds going out and coming back with a message nobody opened. Now, I know you wouldn't like that. You wouldn't feel very happy about that. And maybe you're going through that experience right now. So let's see how we can get around the email marketing and do some bot robot marketing. Robot marketing that will make your contacts feel like they're talking with you because your robots are going to use your words and allow your contacts to respond in a way where they feel comfortable. So I am going to try and share my screen, and I hope I do it right so that you will be able to see the screen that I want so much to show you. So let's start with sharing screen. And I hope I can find, let me see if this is the screen I want to share. And here we are. Isn't that something? Now I hope you can see what I'm seeing. We are talking about growth tools. Now this is the ManyChat dashboard. And on this dashboard are several things. Let me open up here. On this dashboard, you can see the number of active subscribers that you have. That number indicates the amount of people that come in, minus the amount of people that unsubscribe or those who stay subscribed. One day you can have 100, and by tomorrow, you have another number showing up. But don't let this number disturb you. The number that will make you happy is when you look at your audience and you see people that have come in response to your posts that you have put out there. And I have had several of them. I have more pages here. I won't go through all of them. These people are at my disposal, and I can continually talk to them about anything I wish. And there are many ways that you can do it, even though Facebook has their rules as to how long you can speak to these people. But if you stay with me, I will be able to show you ways that you can get around it and not be sent to Facebook jail. And it's not illegal. It's something that you can do because it's there for you to do if you're not breaking any rule. Now we have another thing we call live chat. Everybody that you talk to will appear on this screen. And you can talk to them, and hopefully if they respond, then you will continue keeping up the conversation until you either close the deal or they unsubscribe. Then we have what's called growth tools. These are posts that I have already built, and they are a result of all the various growth tools. Growth tools are widgets, mini softwares that you can use to get what you want done. You can chat, you can send them a URL, or you can send them a video, or you can ask them to make comments. And we have the feature of broadcasting. You can broadcast to your people that you have in your audience. And there is also a limit with a rule with Facebook that after 24 hours you can't talk to them. But like I told you, if you stay with me, you will get that trick to learn how to get around this. That you can always speak to these people over and over again. And then we come down to automation. In automation, there are various features that you can do. Let's start with the main menu. The main menu, you can set up, you are allowed 3 main menus and 5 sub-menus. Now these that I have already set up, you will see this is how they will appear. Let me bring this down a little bit. This is how they will appear at the bottom on your cell phone when anybody comes to your messenger. And then there is the welcome message that you can do, you can create. Whenever they come to your messenger, they will get a welcome message that you have built. And you can tell them whatever it is you want to tell them. I know my screen's taking a long time to come up. Here we go. So let's do a little demonstration here for you. HU. So let me click on the top on the right up here. It says edit message. Now we're going to edit the message here and then we're going to see what we can do. And as you can see, the system is taking a while. So here is my message that I have already out there that they do see when they come to visit me. I like to put pictures in my posts as when I send out messages. It keeps everything a little bit alive. Later on, we're going to learn how we do this. Good. And then the magic for me is the keywords. You set up your keywords and attach them to your posts, which are over here. And when you give out your keywords to those you meet, and they click on it, and they come in and they type it, they come and they get that message that you want them to get. Isn't that awesome? I think this is simply magic. It's like the cherry on the top of the ice cream cone. So, remember we saw some wiggly lines running all over the place. It's called flows. And the flows are every one that we create is shown up here. And you can address them by copying them and putting them in a new message or a new program or campaign that you may have. So let's do a flow today. We're going to go back up to the dashboard, or rather, the growth tool. That's where we're going to start working. And here is the word at the top, new growth tool. I'm going to click on it, and it's going to open, and we're going to start working. On this page, there are various widgets. This is an overlay that can be shown on your website. You can have a slide in, you can have a modal, or you can have a smaller page takeover. Then of course there are the embedded widgets. There's a button you can put on your website, and a box. People can type it and it comes straight to your messenger. Now let's go to the bottom here. This is where most of your work will be done. That you are sending out this one with the JSON. You can build it and you can attach it to your Facebook ad. And when people respond, it comes right into your messenger. Here are the comments, it is a customer chat, and this is the messenger code. You can give them your code, and whenever they type it anywhere on the internet, it will come right to your messenger. So why don't we do a little bit of a customer chat? And we're gonna build something. So let me move this out of the way, put it down the bottom, and see if we can focus a little bit more. Okay, so we have growth tool number 64 with a customer chat widgets. First, we're going to change this name. We're going to call it something that we can identify when we are ready to go back and use it. So we're going to call this lesson volume 2, and over here just going to call it BotChat, which is robot chat intro. This is an intro into robot chat. When this is done, you can come back and look at this video over and over until you feel comfortable. And then the moment I click outside of the words, here this pops up and says, hey, you need to save this or else you'll lose it. So I save it first before I go anywhere else. So I come over here into the opt-in message. When I click on that, I have another message reminding me. Over here on the right, it says if you want to make any new changes, you have to click edit message. So here I click edit message, and I have a screen coming up. Okay. Now, I think I would like to change this message here to let it match this one. You don't want any confusion. So this is called a BotChat intro. So I think I'm going to change this and call it a BotChat intro. It's not going to show in your message. It's just going to be there to help you stay grounded. Good. So, like I said, we have to click edit message, and this page is up. Alright? The second thing we're going to do is get those squiggly lines that we saw. I know it's not very professional to say squiggly lines, but we're going to see them anyhow. I'm going to go to a flow builder. You see these lines here? Whenever you see that, will remind you that's what you need to click. So I'm going to click here on the page, and the page, voila, has opened up. The first box that appears on your page always has this little thing on the top, and it says starting step. Now, we need to change these words here. So in order to change it, you got to click on the box. When you click on the box, your working screen pops up on the left. It's called your opt-in message here. You can call it anything you want, because if you move it around, you'll be able to identify it. But let's start with it. I'm going to highlight this, and we're going to change it. And as I write over on the left, you will see it changing on the right. So we're going to say, hey there. That's not the Jamaican there, that's there. Hey there. Thank you for stopping by. That's an S. I'm just thinking out loud as I write. Stopping by. How are you today? It's always good to be friendly. Show that you care about the person. I have a couple of questions. To ask you. Are you open to talking? Talking or chatting? To a little chat? Let's put it like that. To a little chat. Good. Now, if you notice, I did not remove this here. PS. If you ever want to unsubscribe, just type stop. I did not, because in ManyChat, it is always good to give them that option. That if along the way they said, you know, I can't deal with this. This is not for me. So they can type stop and get out. But in this case, we are hoping they will want to chat with us. So we're going to give them two choices. And we're going to put the choices right here in quick reply. First one we're going to call yes, of course. All right. Option number one. Option number two, we're going to say, oh no. Sorry. Okay. All right. We've given them two choices. Now you're going to wonder, so what goes on after these two choices? I thought you'd never ask. Let's get that going. So yes, of course. You notice I clicked on it and this box on the right opened up. Got a bunch of things happening here. You can put a little face in there and smiley and be friendly. Well, yeah. So let's use this little face. Yes, of course. So you have a choice. You can send a message, perform some actions, go to a flow, condition, A-B split, select existing step, whatever that is. And down the bottom, there is delete and done. But you're not touching these until you do something here. So if you're going to reply to the yes, of course, it's called send a message. So you click on that. Notice on my right, a box opens. And we're going to click on the box. This message moves out of the way and a new box opens up. So you're going to say, they said yes, and it said, great. I'm happy you are open for a few minutes, open to chat. Then you can say, question, let's just say question. Question number one. What type of business are you engaged in? Okay, and then you're going to give them some options. Now the options we're going to put in the quick reply. Or you could just take out the number one and just say question. Put a colon here and a space, let everything look nice and neat. So what kind of type of business are you engaged in? You are now here assuming whoever answers you in the way that you're opening to them, they are in business. That way you are able to find out who is not in a business and target those if you want to introduce them to getting started in a business. Do you see what I'm talking about? So let's do this. Let me see how much time I have. think I have about. Okay. So the first business we're gonna we can call it merchandising. That's one business. The next one we can call it service. The next one we could call coaching. And then we could put number 4, we could just say other. That is going to take in a whole lot of other people. Some may not be in business, but that's what you're going to find out as you target them. So that's this group here. For the no, let's make this a little smaller. For the one that says, oh no, sorry, you're going to click here, you're going to come here, click on it, open it up, and you have a choice here. You can send a message, action group, the same thing as you saw for the yes. You're going to send a message to them. Open it up over here, and you're going to say, so sorry. You do not wish to hear my question. I was hoping that we could get to know each other. Better. Okay, no problem. If you change your mind, you can return and start over here. Okay, now we're going to give them 2 choices. You're going to say again, thanks but no. Thanks but not. Oh, I have only a few spaces there that I can type. So I have to stop with no. Stop but no. And then the next answer you can say, I've changed my mind. You see how you can talk to people and talk to them the way you would normally speak, and they get the feeling that you're right there talking to them. Okay? So they're going to choose one. Now, if they say, I've changed my mind, this is what we're going to do. We're going to come, I've changed my mind, we're going to click on that, and we're going to go right up to the one who said yes, and send your arrow, send them right there. The one that said yes, of course, you send them right up here, and they're going to get your answer. Great. I'm happy you are open to chat. Isn't that wonderful? No wonder I love this strategy so much, and I know you will. So I think we're going to stop right here, and I'm going to invite you to come back, and we will continue this to complete building this file. And you're going to see what you can use it for. You can change your words and use it for anything you want. So thank you very much for being with me today. I'm going to leave a link for you to be able to get back to me, and I can notify you when the next video is up, because we're going to review this and continue in the next video. All the best. Again, my name is More of a Cook, I'm an online marketer. I am retired, but boy, don't hold me back. I have places to go, and I think you should have places to go to. So God bless you, and let's have a great time with ManyChat. Let's chat all over the place, get a lot of leads, and make a lot of money. All the best.